Hello, I wanted to do a second video for the week. Basically, I got a little haul from 31 PurpleFish. If you guys don't know, it's a handmade watercolor brand. She posts a lot on Instagram, and then there's also an online store where you can get the stuff. Now, she does updates like every Friday. They sell out super quick, so you don't really have a lot of time to think when you're putting things in your cart if you want to buy stuff, because then they sell out super quick. That's the only downside. You don't really get time to like shop around and think about it. And it's different colors every week. It's like little candies. Okay, I got 5 colors. This is my palette currently. I think I left space for 5 of them. This used to be kind of full, but I sold a few of them that were kind of doubles or colors that I didn't like as much. So now I have more space. Cheerful Pink, Dino Orange, Neon Pear. Ooh, Neon Pear. Oh, Mango. I'm like, oh, whoa. No, Mango. Rose Quartz. I believe all of these were seconds, and then this one is a regular one. So I'm not sure why I got 2 pinks. I think they're going to be pretty similar. So I think just this one would have been fine, but I don't know. I wanted pink, and I guess I was in a pink mood. For this palette, I basically bought magnet sheets on Amazon, and I trimmed it down because these pans are magnetic, so it works perfectly. And I don't know what the plan was. Was I going to put the green? I think I was. I think I was going to put the green here, and then the Dino Orange, but let's not do that yet. Let's do that like right here. We're gonna go here maybe? I don't know what I was thinking. So these are the colors that remain, but they're all out of order. This is the Strathmore Mixed Media Sketchbook 500 series, so it's 100% cotton, but it is smooth, so it's basically hot press watercolor paper. And this is the Uniball Eye Micro. It has a metal tip, but it is waterproof. You can get them on Amazon. So let's draw some little paint tubes. This will be a great way to see also how transparent the colors are, since the tube have some lines on them. I sprayed them to pre-wet them just now. All right, let's try the Neon Pear. So Mango is kind of opaque. We can see that way goes over the letters. Let's see how they blend. Dino Orange. That's beautiful, and it's nice and transparent. All right, let's try the 2 pinks. Hopefully there's at least some kind of difference between them, but we'll see. This is the Rose Quartz. I guess it's relatively opaque, but I think it's also because it's so thick. That's a really nice color. It's like a dusty rose. I really like that. All right, let's try the Cheerful Pink. This was the one that was full price. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. These two are definitely very different. Yay. I was actually really worried about that. I was like, why did I get 2 pinks? You know, what was I thinking? But that worked out. Ooh, very different. So I have a red, but it might be somewhat similar to this pink I have over here. I will put it right next to the pink so I can compare. And I like that I'm swatching, because then I can kind of decide where they go in the palette. It's a very different pink, actually. Yay. This is like a magenta pink, this is like a peachy pink, and this is a dusty rose pink. I don't know what got into me. I was like, I need to have pink. And now I can see why I got this full price, because I think I was really wanting this one the most, and then these were all seconds and a really good deal, so I just kind of threw them in to add to the package since I was paying for shipping anyways. But the shipping is very reasonable if you're in US. You know what? Let's do something fun to swatch it out. Maybe I should have done the tubes up top and then, because I'm definitely getting my hand in them. I'm back. I actually decided to step away for an hour and let it dry. Definitely all these three pinks are pretty different. Like this is a cool pink, this is a warm pink, and this is a dusty pink. That worked out. There you go. Now you can see it a little bit better. And once it dried, it's a little bit more opaque than these other ones, but it's pretty clear. And this one ended up being pretty clear. I would say all of these are very transparent. This is the least transparent, but it's still pretty transparent. That's good. I do prefer more so transparent watercolors than not. So let's do something else for like a little swatching. Let's do a little vase of flowers maybe. And I could mix on here, but I like mixing right on the page sometimes. And because these colors are so transparent, they would work really well if I wanted to build up layers instead. Normally I would use a different green, but I'm just trying to use this green because swatching the new colors. Normally I'd use like a darker green. I can do a little flower, okay, here. And I just need to create like a little swatch, but not anything finalized because I keep making these swatches and then I keep redoing them because I keep adding, subtracting colors. So I'm just going to make a quick little swatch just to kind of have an idea of what's in here. And if I run out of space again, I might either get a bigger palette or maybe sell some of these. Although the ones I have left, I really do like all of them. So I don't think I'll be selling any of these. I have this like scrap piece of paper, so maybe I might come back and do it on this swatch. Okay, like I said, this is just a temporary one, so I didn't really try too hard. I just want to get an idea of what the colors are. It's my neon green. I don't usually use a lot of neons, but in sketchbooks, I don't mind using neons because they give such a fun, bright pop. I would never use it in a work that I would sell. Even if I warned the customer and I'm like, oh, you know, neons fade, and they were like taking the risk knowingly, I still wouldn't really feel right about it. So this is just for either sketchbooks or things I would only scan. Huh, the yellows are kind of similar, but I guess that's all right because yellows kind of go the fastest. So having two yellows is not a bad thing. That yellow was seconds. So this is kind of, this is still yellow, but it's a very warm, almost orange yellow. The Dino Orange, I wonder if there's any neon in there. I don't think so, but it almost feels like there is because it's so bright. I think that's just a natural thing. Now this is supposed to be a red, but it feels almost pink. Here's our new cheerful pink. I love the name too, like cheerful pink. It does feel cheerful. It kind of like puts a smile on your face. It's such a pretty color. So yeah, at first I was like, why did I buy all these pinks? And if I was already getting a seconds one for a good price, why did I pay full price for that? But now I see why. That's kind of like my favorite pink. It's like a peachy sort of pink. Trying to like get as much on there as I can. I love this color too. It's like a Bordeaux maroon. It's very dark and matte tone. It does granulate and separate into reds and blacks. So I really like that one. This one looks blue in the pan, but it comes out very purple. But it's like a nice purple. I had another purple that I did sell, but this one I kept. I think the other one was more like more of a reddish purple. This is a nice sky blue. It's very pale, but it's a nice complement to all the darker, brighter blues. I love having something like this in my palette, because sometimes even the ultramarine can be way too much. And I do like having these like larger pans because it makes it easier for bigger brushes or to not mess up your nicer brushes by digging into half pans. And I did not pre-wet these. I only pre-wet the ones I just bought, but these other ones are not pre-wet. They're easy to dissolve. You know what? I will pre-wet these guys though. I got these when she was selling tubes and they're a little bit harder than the other ones. Ooh, I love this green. I love both of these greens. And they granulate. This one granulates and this one granulates. This is basically a greenish yellow, and I think it's probably made by putting black and yellow together, and that makes a green. I do have a brown. I think I have a pretty well-rounded collection. For things I kind of picked up in multiple little orders, I think I pieced together a really nice palette that's pretty well-rounded. A warmer blue might be the only thing I'm missing. This is a brown. This is like a purplish gray. That's why I put it down there. It is kind of more gray than not. I did keep this one as well. It's a really nice neutral. It's like an indigo Payne's gray. It's like a black with definitely a cool blue undertone, also granulating. It's too pretty to sell. I'm gonna do it this way because I think splitting it down the middle would be hard. So we have like a sage green, and then another sort of dusty kind of pink, like a brownish pink. Definitely different from this new one that I just got. I think all the colors are sufficiently different to warrant keeping all of them. And now that they've dried a bit, I can definitely see like this one is a cooler yellow. So here they are. I think that cheerful pink that I paid full price for is my favorite. So that was definitely worth it. Okay. Let's see. I'll show you guys. Like now that it's dried, you can see a little bit more detail. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a little look at my 31 PurpleFish palette. I definitely love the colors. They're transparent, they're beautiful, and they're very reasonably priced for handmade paint. Please follow if you want to see more videos, and I'll have a lot of tutorials coming up and some more hauls. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.